What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. We're also going to get into some altcoins as well. What I want to do today was go into the block, so we're going to look behind the scenes for Bitcoin and these altcoins. If you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated, and let's dig into this. So first of all, what I like to do for each token here, guys, we're just going to look at the quick view. So holders making money at the current price, we have 95% in, we have 4% at, and then 1% out of the money right now. So we do want to keep an eye on that as we get to these higher extreme levels. Just as we know, sometimes the boat can flip back and forth. Many times when we get to the point where we're oversold by 94, 95%, we'll see that boat flip sometimes. Not saying it has to happen here as we can continue to go higher, but just something to keep an eye on. So that's at 95 and 1 right there. Total exchange inflows, right now we're at 13.03 billion. Total exchange outflows, right now we're at 14.02 billion. So a little bit more on the outflow, an extra billion on the outflow, which is a good thing. That shows people taking money off the exchanges and putting them into hardware wallets. If we take a look at this one here, guys, it's going to be addresses by time. So in the last 30-day change for the hodlers, which is 1 year plus, we're up 1%. Cruisers, people have held from 1 to 12 months, we're down 1%. And then traders, we've been down about 4% in the last 30 days. So definitely something I always want to keep an eye on as well. If we take a look next, guys, it's going to be the bulls and the bears. A bull is an address that bought more than 1% of the volume traded in the last 24 hours. A bear is going to be the opposite. So right now in the last 7 days, we have 119 bulls and 119 bears. So pretty neutral there, but the bulls do have a slight advantage. Next one I wanted to look at, and this is going to be our address stats. So for daily active addresses, 7 days, and this is going to be new addresses, we're down negative 3.73%. And then active addresses were down negative 12.12%. Then I also like to go to the trades per side. And over the last 12 hours here, we have a negative 67.97 Bitcoin. So the bears have been just a little bit stronger there on the 12-hour time frame. Another one, guys, that I really like to get into here, this is going to be the exchange on-chain market depth. So I'm going to get all the exchanges here. And this kind of shows just the support and resistance area where the bids are at, bids and asks are at. So if we're taking a look here, guys, 30% to the downside. So from where we're at now, about 70,000, you go down 30%. We have 10.82 thousand Bitcoins. You can see that bid there. And then I like to go over to the 30% on the sell side here, guys, where we'd have resistance. And right now we have a little bit more selling pressure. So that'd be about 2,000 more Bitcoin. And then I like to go to the 20%. You can see here we had 8.86 thousand Bitcoin. That's 20% from the current price. Over here, we had 10.87, so still a little bit higher there on the 20%. Then I go into the 10, and this is how I will just work my way down, guys, just see where the bids are stacked. So right here, we have 5.62 thousand for Bitcoin there. Then I go over to the 10% here, and we have 8.14 thousand Bitcoin. And that's how I can kind of look at the support and resistance and where people have orders at. So definitely something I wanted to show you guys there. But that's Bitcoin right now, guys. The next one we're going to get into is Ethereum. So let's take a look at ETH. If we get back to the quick view. So guys, total exchange inflows right now we have 12.25 billion. Total exchange outflows 12.36 billion. So we'll just call that neutral. That's pretty flat. Holders making money at the current price. We have 86% in, 4 at, and then 9% out. Concentration by large holders is 50%. Price correlation with Bitcoin is going to be 72%. Then if we get into our holders composition, addresses held by time over the last 30 days, we have the hodlers at plus 1.5%, cruisers, which is going to be that 1 to 12 months, is up 2.22%, and then traders is going to be up 12.27%. So all looking good there, guys, no problems. Next one, we'll get into the bulls and the bears. So for the bulls and the bears here over the last 7 days, we have 91 bulls and we have 82 bears. So a nice difference there for the bulls. So that's what you want to see. Guys, next one here, we'll get into the address stats. And then our daily active addresses here. So the last 7 days, new addresses, we are up 7.11%. And then our daily active addresses here is going to be up 10.65%. So that's going to be Ethereum, guys. Next one I want to get into is Cardano. And if you're here for Cardano, let me know down low. We'll keep doing this, guys. And there's a lot of tokens I'd like to get into, but they just don't have them here. So I'm just doing what I can for us. So holders making money at the current price, we have 47% in, we have 3% at, we have 49% out of the money right now. Concentration by large holders is going to be 34%. Holders composition here, and this is going to be addresses by time. So in the last 30 day, the change here, the hodlers, it's up about 1%, cruisers were up 3%, and then traders here is where they've dropped off. We're down about 17% roughly. If we get into the bulls versus the bears, last 7 days here, guys, we have 82 bulls and 82 bears, so that's going to be neutral for you. If we get into in and out of the money, and this is what I like to get into here with you guys, is show some support and resistance. So major overhead resistance area that we're going to have to look at from where we're at now at around 58 cents. It would be this average of about, we'll call it 60 cents, guys. Right in that range, about 59 cents to 61 cents. You can see right here we have 4.74 billion Cardano, with the potential of that being a sell area there. We'd have to break up through a potential resistance area. Then support area here, guys, this one's only about a billion or so, and that's going to be at 57 cents. So Cardano needs to get moving here. Like we said, this is the overall global in and out of the money right here, and that's the resistance we're going to be going up against, with the average price of about 60 cents is what we're going to need to get up over top of. See here, guys, and we'll get into our exchanges and our order books. So trades per side right now, over the last 12 hours, we are positive 2.28 million Cardano. Then our exchange here, take a look, guys, and same deal like we were doing with Bitcoin. 30% from here, we have 68.6 million Cardano. That's going to be 30% to the downside there. Then if you take 30 to the upside, you're looking at 62.39 million. Then you can just kind of work your way down there. If you guys can see that, I'll just pause for a second so you can look, and then just work your percentages down and kind of see where those orders are stacked. So that's going to be for Cardano, guys. The next one we're going to get into is Litecoin. All right, guys, so for Litecoin, we'll get into the quick view. Holders making money at the current price, we're at 51%. At the money, we're going to be 19%, and out is going to be 30%. Price correlation with Bitcoin is going to be 61% right now. Addresses by time held over the last 30 days, we're up about 0.5%. Cruisers, we're up 0.5%. Then traders up about 1% there, guys. So pretty flat there over the last 30 days. Nothing too crazy. If we get into our trades per side, over the last 12 hours, we are positive about 21,000 Litecoin. For the bulls and the bears, let me know if you guys like this from time to time, once a week or so, doing the into the block. So over the last 7 days, it's been 64 bulls and 65 bears. So the bears have a slight advantage in that area for Litecoin. So that's Litecoin, guys. Next one we're going to get into is Chainlink. Let's see if I can get it up here. Sometimes it gives me just a little bit of trouble. We'll try again. All right, let's see here. Let's go back into the block. Bounce down, see if we can get Chainlink here. Okay, guys, there we go. All right, so holders making money at the current price, 60% in, 3% at, 37% out of the money. Total exchange inflows, we're looking at 67.5 million. Total exchange outflows, 62.6 million. So pretty even there, guys. Not too much going on. Addresses by time. Over the last 30 days, hodlers were up 0.5%, cruisers were up 0.75%, then traders were down about 20%. So the traders have dropped off a little bit there on the Chainlink is what we're going to be watching. If we get into the bulls versus the bears, over the last 7 days, we're at 133 for the bulls and 138 for the bears. So the bears do have that advantage. If we get into our exchanges and the order books, our trades per side, over the last 12 hours, we have 134,000 link, and that's going to be to the bull side there, to the positive side. So let's try Avax. All right, guys, we'll do Avalanche here. So holders making money at the current price, we have 73% in, 4% at, 23% out of the money. Let's get into our holders composition. Addresses held by time over the last 30 days. Hodlers are up almost 5%, which is nice. Cruisers up about 5% as well, and traders up 19% there for Avalanche. So that's looking good. If we get into our bulls versus the bears, we're 124 bulls, 119 bears. So a nice advantage there. You want to look at the distance, guys, between the bulls and the bears to show how much strength you have there. So that's nice for Avax. Everything looking pretty good there. Guys, let me see. Let's try Dogecoin. Just know these are some of the ones that allow us, that we can look at here. So 87% holders making money at the current price, 87% in, 2 at, 11% out of the money. Total exchange inflows, we're looking at 448 million. Total exchange outflows, 532 million. So a little discrepancy there, guys, and that's a good thing for the bulls, that they have been sending some coins off the exchanges. Typically, when we have money going to the exchanges, they could be selling them. So just something we're watching there. If we get into our bulls versus the bears, we are at 80 bulls and 83 bears, so the bears have a slight advantage there. Address stats. So daily active addresses here over the last 7 days, -12. Active addresses, -7 right there. Total addresses, we are up to 6.3 million. And that's right here in green, guys. You can just kind of watch that line there and just see if you're having that growth. You want to look at that for all your coins. So that's what I'm able to get into, guys. God bless each and every one of you. I hope this helps you out there, and take care, my friends.